Mohegan Sun Resort, Uncasville, Connecticut. With a staggering 1,200 bedrooms across 325,000 square meters of floor space, this is one of the biggest hotels in the world. Here they have to cater for about 2,000 guests a day, and each of those guests expects first-class service. The hotel is bigger than many small towns, and running it is a logistical nightmare. 5 a.m. Friday morning. The guests are still asleep, and all seems tranquil at the front desk. But hidden from view beneath the hotel, there's a sprawling underground world which is alive with frenzied activity. The bellboys and receptionists represent a tiny fraction of the colossal workforce needed to run a mega hotel. Keeping this megalopolis running takes an army of 10,000 workers. That's right, 10,000 people, making sure you have clean towels and buttered toast. Up in room 101, Julia is looking forward to her morning shower. Back at home, Julia knows that if she's third in line for the shower, the water will be stone cold. But when she's staying at a fancy hotel, she expects a good hot shower even if she's number 2,000 in the queue. And heating enough water for more than 1,000 synchronized showers is a serious challenge. Having an extra big water boiler just won't do the trick. What you really need is this. It looks more like an underfloor oil refinery. It is in fact a 5-star power station. These 4 giant high-pressure boilers produce 60,000 pounds of steam every hour. Forced up by its own pressure, the steam surges through pipes into a heat exchanger, which brings the hot water up to 60 degrees Celsius. Chief Engineer Dan Webster is responsible for keeping these boilers running 24 hours a day. You can never deprive a guest of hot water, so he also has a couple of spare giant boilers, just in case. These machines are so powerful, the forces at work so huge, that if Dan or his team flicked the wrong switch, they'd have the world's first steam-powered spacecraft.
If we see one thing that's not right, we shut it down. If one of these safeties should go, we could physically blow this boiler right through the building, and this thing could become a rocket ship if it was to blow up.
But these boilers are buried deep in the basement, 130 meters below Julia's penthouse suite. So before she can hit the shower, Julia's hot water has a mountain to climb. These 4 200-horsepower pumps pressurize the water to 210 psi. That's 14 times atmospheric pressure. And they pump over 22,000 liters an hour to every extremity of the building. This facility is like a giant mechanical heart. It's constantly circulating hot water throughout the hotel. So the water in the pipes never gets cold. And no matter how many fellow guests turn the taps, Julia's shower is piping hot. But synchronized showers is only the first headache. The next problem is these annoying guests all seem to want their breakfast at the same time. As if to show off, the Mohegan Sun Hotel contains no fewer than 30 restaurants offering all kinds of food. But to store enough food to feed guests and workers demands a huge 4,000 square meter warehouse. This industrial-scale facility chews through a staggering 30 massive lorry loads of food every day. Every morning, these giant mouths in the walls swallow 3,500 dinner rolls, 4,000 liters of cola, 340 kilos of turkey breast, and 250 pots of cream cheese. It takes a very special chef to run one of the biggest kitchens on the planet. And this is him, Michael Luboff. It's his job to order the food. His problem is he can't see into the future. There are hundreds of meals for the guests to choose from, but which ones will they go for?
These are mussels. Go through about 100 bags a day in the buffet.
So Michael checks the computer records of the day's servings. And if it looks like the Italian restaurant is running low on risotto rice, he orders another 40 kilos to be sent up. So when another customer craves it,
Boy, this swordfish risotto and rice looks good. I think I'm going to have that.
all the kitchens have to do is cook the risotto to perfection. And serve.
Thank you so much.
As guests tuck into lunch, the temperature outside is rising. And before long, 2,000 people are reaching for their air conditioning. The aircon requires 100,000 litres of cool water per minute, running through 2 kilometres of pipes. The water's cool to start, but by the time it comes out, it's hot enough to do your laundry. To cool it down again, it's run past a giant 4-metre wide fan, which sucks the heat out, and the water flows back into the system. "11 a.m. Out at reception, a new guest is arriving who wants to check in early.
Good morning. Good morning. Checking in? I am.
But the trouble is, there's only one room available, Julia's. And she's been hitting the orange juice hard.
What's the last name? It's Carmen. It looks like we do not have a room available at this time, so what I can do is give you a pager. The pager will let you know...
So Kelly is given a pager that'll buzz when her room's ready.
Thank you.
And front desk puts out an urgent call for housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
The housekeepers swing into action. And as soon as they're done, they press a button outside each room, which sends a signal to a central computer to let front desk know it's been cleaned. And Kelly gets the message that it's ready. So now she too can relax, take a shower, spill some orange juice, and order some of that risotto from room service.